This is OwlUp, where learning happens in minutes, not hours. For a deeper journey, explore all our courses at owlup.co. Now, let's dive in. Welcome back to Chapter 3 of our series, Blogging with Authority. In today's episode, titled SEO Writing for Bloggers, we're going to explore some essential SEO strategies that can help your blog stand out in the crowded digital landscape. So, if you're ready to boost your visibility and attract more readers, let's dive in. About 9 out of 10 online journeys start with a search box. Yet most bloggers still write as if Google doesn't exist. A reader lands on your post, stays, and shares it, not because you gamed the algorithm, but because the algorithm finally understands your value. So here's the tension most bloggers feel but rarely name. You're told to write for humans, not robots, yet your traffic lives or dies by what a robot decides to show humans first. That's exactly where smart SEO writing lives, at the overlap of genuine voice and strategic structure. This isn't about cramming in awkward phrases or chasing every trending keyword. It's about understanding why someone is searching, then shaping your post so it answers that need clearly, completely, and in a way that's unmistakably yours. Metadata, headings, and internal links quietly signal relevance. Your stories, examples, and opinions create the reason to stay. Think of a post on budget travel to Italy. One version is a thin checklist, another weaves real routes, prices, mishaps, and wins into a guide a friend would bookmark. Same topic, radically different impact, and only one truly deserves to rise. Most bloggers stop at what keyword should I target, and never ask the more profitable question, where is this post supposed to take my reader next? That's where modern SEO writing starts to feel less like guesswork and more like strategy. You're not just chasing rankings, you're architecting a path through your site so each article supports the next, like a well-planned museum where every room nudges you into another you want to see. Top performers like HubSpot and NerdWallet treat each post as an asset, researched, updated, and optimized to earn its keep in traffic, leads, or sales, not just page views. Here's where things get interesting. Instead of obsessing over the keyword, think in clusters of questions your ideal reader is asking. Start with a single, focused topic, say, starting a freelance writing business. Around it, there's a web of related searches. How to find first freelance clients. Freelance writing niche ideas. How much to charge as a freelance writer. Freelance writing portfolio examples. Each of those can become its own post, interlinked so a reader and crawler can move through them naturally. That's topical relevance in practice, not one ultimate guide tossed into the void, but a mini library where each article earns its place. To build that library with intention, you'll want 3 layers of content. 1. Discovery posts. These answer broad, curiosity-driven queries. They're the entry points, often informational and beginner-friendly. Their job? Attract new people who don't know you yet. 2. Depth posts. These narrow in on specific subproblems. They speak to readers already interested enough to want detail, step-by-step breakdowns, comparisons, templates, calculators. Their job? Prove you actually know your stuff. 3. Decision posts. These sit closest to your offers, reviews, case studies, X versus Y, pricing guides. Their job? Help a primed reader choose, ideally, you. Notice how this mirrors how people actually move, from I'm just curious to I'm serious to I'm choosing. Now add one more layer, search intent calibration. For any keyword idea, ask, is the searcher trying to learn, do, or buy? Are they at the start, middle, or end of their journey? What proof would make them trust this answer over all others? Then reflect that in your post format. Learning intent, guides, explainers, visuals that simplify. Doing intent, checklists, templates, concrete steps. Buying intent, clear comparisons, outcomes, risk reduction. Finally, don't just publish and pray. The sites you admire iterate. They revisit posts that almost rank, strengthen them with fresher data, clearer examples, and better internal connections, then watch how behavior metrics respond. Here's where examples make all this less abstract. Take a blogger teaching watercolor. One discovery piece might be a post on beginner-friendly supplies, but the depth comes when they add posts on paper types, brush care, and fixing common mistakes, each demonstrating real experiments, photos of failed attempts, and side-by-side results. A decision stage article could then compare budget versus pro starter kits, citing actual prices and student outcomes, not just specs. Notice how this mirrors what sites like Backlinko or NerdWallet do. Their strongest posts feel like field reports, not theories. When they update, they don't just tweak dates, they swap vague claims for fresh studies, clearer screenshots, and recent tools, then rework sections that cause readers to stall or bounce. Your content becomes more credible each time you show, "I tested this," or "Here's the before-after." Think less about sounding smart, more about documenting the real work your reader wishes they'd already done. AI will soon flood every topic with lookalike posts, so the advantage shifts to bloggers who can surface unique angles, sources, and formats. Think beyond text. Short explainer videos, annotated screenshots, and interactive tools travel well across platforms and can surface in voice or visual results. Like a skilled investor diversifying assets at the right time, you'll need to diversify proof. Original data, quotes, and mini case studies that only you can publish. Treat each post like a small experiment. Form a hypothesis about what your reader needs, draft your answer, then watch how real people interact with it. Tweak intros, tighten sections where scroll slows, and expand what earns comments or saves. Over time, your archive becomes less a diary and more a living, reference-grade lab notebook. Here's your challenge this week. Pick one existing blog post, plug its main topic into a keyword tool, like Google's People Also Ask or Keywords Everywhere, and choose one primary key phrase with clear search intent to target. Rewrite that post's title and H1 to naturally include the key phrase, then add 2 new subheadings, H2s, that answer specific related questions people are already searching for. Finally, update your meta description to include the key phrase plus one concrete benefit. Hit Publish Update, and add the date to a simple spreadsheet so you can check back in 30 days to see how the post's traffic and rankings changed. This was OwlUp, your daily step forward. This series continues with more chapters on OwlUp.co. Visit OwlUp.co to access the complete course and continue your learning journey. See you there!